Welcome back to Positive Energy. I'm PJ Zonzius. Today we have Chris Clark, the president and CEO of the Georgia Chamber, and we're going to talk to him about the COVID-19 response. Chris, it's always good to be welcome to Positive Energy. From your perspective, what are some of the questions that business owners need to be asking themselves that they probably haven't asked themselves before that's really going to help them plan for the future?
So first and foremost, I don't care what your company does. We are all now in the business of health and wellness. You must have a plan in place to protect your employees, your customers, and help build back consumer confidence. If a customer doesn't feel safe going into your store, your restaurant, or your manufacturing place, or your employees don't feel safe, you're not going to be successful. You're not going to be competitive in the free market system. The second is you must have a resiliency plan. We're prepared for a tornado or even a hurricane, but we're not prepared to be shut down for 3 or 4 months. And so you should never be surprised again. You should be building out your resiliency, your technology. Every business in Georgia, every business in America needs to have a resiliency plan in place and that health and wellness plan. And the other thing I'll tell you is this is a unique opportunity for a business to reimagine what you want to do. Turn back to your core competencies, think about how you grow out of this, what the world looks like differently. This great pause is an opportunity for your business to pivot to something bigger, better, and built for the long term so that you're not disrupted by this pandemic's reemergence or another pandemic or something that you or I never even thought of before.
When you think about the energy industry, where do you think they fit into the recovery? What can the energy industry do to ensure that we get back to the new normal as soon as we can?
Well, I think if you look, PJ, at the new post-COVID economy, there's kind of 4 pillars there. One's an accelerated innovation, one's disruptive digital, another one's health and wellness, but the other one's sustainability and resiliency. And so I really do feel, and I think all the economists agree as you look around the world right now, investing in energy infrastructure is going to be critical as we grow our way out of it. Now, some people are going to have a negative mindset coming out of this, right? I've always believed you grow out of the pain that you're in right now, whether that's personal or at your home or in your business. And so the energy sector is going to play a critical role. Natural gas is going to play a critical role. Green energy, building out our nuclear power plants, all those are going to make a difference over the long run. And I think what people tend to lose sight of is that as we accelerate innovation over the next, what was going to be 10 years is now going to be more like 10 months or a couple of years. Most of that is driven on energy, right? I mean, you're going to have the energy in people's homes, in businesses. You're going to have more data centers, more digital, more virtual, telemedicine. All these things are so accelerated right now. They're going to demand a huge amount of energy from the sector. And so having the right infrastructure in place is going to be absolutely critical.
Now, Chris, you're one of the top leaders here in Georgia. I definitely look up to you over the years. What encouraging words do you have for the business communities or that small business owner that's out there that's looking at somewhat of an uncertain future right now?
There are resources out there, whether it's the Georgia Chamber, or it's Gas South, or it's any number of our local chambers, but you're not alone as you go through this, and don't feel like you're alone. And it's okay to be anxious. It's okay to be worried. But I think at the end of the day, where there are risks, there are opportunities. And we're in a huge risk environment right now. You're risky to reopen, you're risky not to reopen. But as we move through this and we look at those new pillars of the new economy, there are tons of opportunities, and Georgia is well positioned. Small businesses, no matter where you are in Georgia, are well positioned. You just got to be willing to take the risk, ask for help. And I think what we'll see in the long term is a stronger economy, one that's more resilient, maybe one a little more cautious in the short term. But yeah, you're not in this alone.
Thanks to Chris for joining us at Positive Energy. Please join us for more shows in the future and stay safe out there.
Thanks, PJ, and thanks to Gas South for all that you do and for all of our small businesses listening today.